Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Ruchita. I would love it if you take a moment and subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button so that every time I upload a video, you get notified. And saying that, let's move on to today's video. Today's video is going to be a little heart to heart and a little, a personal video actually. I wanted to do this video from very long. Like, I wanted to get it out of my system, talk it out, and just move on in life. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Without any further ado, let's roll into today's video. So, as you read by the title and the thumbnail, of course, I quit my job. I think I had told this in my previous one of my previous video. So yeah, I quit my job last year, August, around when I was almost 30 years, say about 29 and a half. And before anyone thinks that this was something like bold, confident, main character moment where I had figured out everything, it wasn't. I didn't had a perfect plan, I didn't had a huge following, and I didn't had a secret roadmap to success. All I had was a lot of thoughts and a lot of doubts and a growing feeling to wanting to do something different. And somehow that was enough for me to take the leap. Now, if you had asked my 20 years old self that what would life look at 30, then I would have not said this. I thought by 30 I would have my career sorted, I would be confident, I would have everything planned out, I would have everything figured out. One of those people who have their life together. Instead, here I am making a YouTube video about quitting my job and starting all over again. Life is funny like that. For a long time, I kept convincing myself that maybe I'm just tired, I just need a break, or maybe I'll go for a vacation. And then I would go for another vacation because the first one clearly didn't do anything. And that's how the life was going. But eventually, I realized it was not burnout. It wasn't that I needed a break, it was that I wasn't excited anymore. And I think that is a really difficult thing to admit to yourself because sometimes nothing is technically wrong. Your life looks fine, your job looks fine, everything is fine. But deep down, something isn't clicking. And that feeling kept getting louder and louder. The funny thing is, whenever I was doing something creative, I felt completely different making videos, coming up with ideas, editing, sharing things, even randomly getting an idea at midnight and acting like I had got a $1 billion business idea. Those were the things that genuinely excited me. And eventually, I got to a point where I had to ask myself, if not now, then when? How long was I going to wonder what would have happened if I had just tried? Now, let me be very clear. I was terrified because quitting your job sounds amazing when people tell this story afterward. Everybody talks about success, but nobody talks about the part where you're sitting there wondering whether you had just made the biggest mistake of your life. Social media makes it look so cinematic. You quit your job, you're working, and the music is playing behind, and everything, looks so magical and nice. Meanwhile, I quit my job and immediately had a panic attack. I was like, oh, this happened for real. I have actually done this, and all the questions started in my head. What if this doesn't work? What if I'm crazy? What if I fail? What would people think? Everybody knows what they are doing, and I'm just like quitting my job. This all happened in my head actually. I thought everybody have figured out their life by now and I'm just winging it. But I think it's not true. Not everybody would have figured their life. Some are just winging it and some are good at hiding it. And and the career I choose. the content creation itself is like, wow, this job looks way easier outside because people see what, a 30-second reel, just a YouTube video, a good Instagram post. What they don't see is me recording myself, that one sentence 50 times because suddenly I forgot how to speak, or spending hours editing, or changing my mind of not posting it, and then posting a video and pretending like I don't care, but then checking every second, and then checking after 5 minutes, and then casually just pretending like nothing happened and just moving on. It's a very humbling experience actually. One day I feel like I'm just building something so big, yay. And the next day where a video doesn't perform well, mentally I would be applying to 10 jobs. The emotional rage is just crazy. But honestly, that was one of the reason I wanted to make this video, because I think social media doesn't show enough of this part. We love hearing success stories. We love hearing about a person who have just quit their job and everything worked perfectly. The viral moment, the overnight success, and the dream life. And don't get me wrong, even I love those stories, and that actually motivates me to do better. But what about the messy middle part? What about the part where you're still figuring out things, where you're learning as you go, where some things work out and some don't, where you're trying, failing, learning, and improving, and doing it all over again? Because that's where I am right now. I'm not making this video after hitting some massive milestone. I'm not sitting here because I've already made it. I'm making the video while I'm still building it, while I'm still learning, while I'm still experimenting, while I'm still trying to figure things out. And honestly, I think that's where most people are. We just don't talk about it enough. Everyone loves sharing about the finish line, and we've been seeing that. Nobody really talks about the bit in the middle, the uncertain bit, the awkward bit, the I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best bit. That is the part I'm leaving right now. Do I know exactly where this journey is going? No. Do I know where I'll be in a year from now? Absolutely no. Do I still get scared sometimes? All the time. But I've realized that being scared doesn't automatically mean that you're making the wrong decision. Sometimes it just means that you're doing something that matters to you. And honestly, staying where I was felt scary too. At least this fear comes with possibility. At least this fear comes with growth. So here I am, 30 years old, a content creator, a complete beginner again, learning new things, making mistakes, trying things that might work and things that definitely won't, and building something from scratch. I don't know how this story ends yet, but I'm really glad I started it. And if you're watching this video while thinking about changing careers, or starting a business, chasing a dream, or just making or doing something that makes you happy, just know you don't need to have your entire life figured out before you begin. Sometimes the next step is enough, and sometimes giving yourself the permission to try changes everything. Anyway, that's my story. If you have ever changed careers, or if you are currently in the messy middle part, then let me know in the comment section. I would genuinely love to hear about your story. And if future me is watching this after everything worked out, I hope all this overthinking was worth it. I hope all these struggles was worth it. I hope that one quitting decision was worth it. I hope. I just hope it. That's it about today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have come till the end of the video and you stayed, thank you so much. It really means so much to me. And it would also mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to my channel. It just doesn't take anything from you, it's just a subscription button. So just do that and watch my videos if you like my vibe, and like it if you like whatever I spoke today, and if you could connect with it. And I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.